Okay, so it's no surprise that Mikey Garcia, he has problems with Gary Russell. We know this. He has problems with Gary Russell because Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell, I can't even say those two had a thing. Gary Russell was trying to push for the Leo Santa Cruz fight, and he went overboard and he put his hands on Leo Santa Cruz's dad. Not like he didn't harm him, but he still touched him. You know what I mean? He put his arms around him. Yo, this is your dad. Blah blah blah. Leo and Mikey Garcia is obviously good friends, and Mikey, he just I understand the whole situation, but he just purely disrespected Gary Russell. He just made it seem like Gary was like irrelevant, pretty much, and we already know like Gary's accolades, even though like people say he didn't fight too many people, he fought who he had to fight. Mikey, he said there's really no reason to talk about him. It's like talking about a tennis player, pretty much. And then his friend said, or his brother, whoever the hell that dude is, said, isn't Russell the comedian or something like that? They're playing games with the man's name right now, just because just because of what he did with Leo's dad, obviously, and the way he pushed for the Leo fight. It's I don't agree with the way he went about the Leo fight with putting his hands on his dad, but at the same time, me and Gary came to the same conclusion. Regardless of what he did was wrong, Leo should have been fucking him up for doing that, and Leo totally didn't. So I lost a little bit of respect for Leo for that. You know what I mean? Mikey, he needs to check himself, because if you ain't tell about a thumbnail, Mikey, in my opinion, used to be the Mexican Mayweather of this generation. He had the potential. He had the potential of being the Mexican Mayweather of this generation. He's knocking off PBC fighters. You already know the people who he beat. And he was on a roll. Whenever I first started watching boxing, like got back into boxing, like these new day people, he was one of my favorite fighters. The problem with Mikey is I feel like he's turning into the Mexican AB. I feel like he hasn't recovered from that Errol Spence ass whooping for real, for real. He's been doing a lot of talking. Don't get me wrong, Mikey. If you check the rankings, Mikey, he's in a good place in the rankings with a couple different sanctioning bodies. But at the same time, it's just like, dude, you don't seem like you got that drive no more. I'm sorry, like, but you went to go take that exhibition fight, and then you went and fought Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas, and yeah, you dropped him like I think once in the fight, but he was working Mikey like a car. Like I was keeping it a buck. Like I was obviously root for Mikey because that's my boy, but at the end I'm like, shit, if they had to go another way or a draw or whatever, I won't even mind it, because like that was an ugly fight for Mikey. And then, he's back in the gym. He said, oh, I feel fat and sluggish. And people were trying to hype him up, and he ain't feeling it. You know what I mean? He just seemed like he ain't feeling it. Then when he was talking about Gary, even whenever he tried to, show Gary's relevance, he's like, I don't have any fighters around his weight class or anything like that that can even make a fight happen, so I don't see a reason for us to talk. And I'm like, dude, sorry, my light just cut off. My one light. Give me a second. He started talking about fighters like in his promotional team or whatever. I think that he's even managing Jose Cito Lopez. I think that he's managing or promoted Riverside Rocky, because the way him and his brother was talking. But yeah, he's making it seem like there's really no relevancy for Gary in his life at all. Like he literally hates Gary right now. So I don't know, like you and Leo's friends, I can't really get in y'all business and your loyalty or whatever. But nigga, you don't got that hunger that you used to have. You don't. After you lost to Spence, it's like your whole dreams went on hold. Like, and your skills, your skill set, you just put your skill set on hold too. And now it's starting to dwindle. And I'm scared for you. I'm scared that you're gonna keep doing a lot of talking. They're gonna be getting these fights to get in the title position, but who knows if you're gonna beat these contenders? Who knows if you're gonna be beating these people in the rankings? I really like Mike. His defense is one of the reasons why I like him, and the way he goes about his training camps. Like it just seems like he's a very smart boxer. He's very smart. He understands his body, and he understands boxing, but I'm scared for it's the same thing what it was with AB. Like I root for AB every time he even decides to take a fight. Is he gonna win? Now me thinking, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if AB's ever going, you know what I mean, recover and come back to the way he used to be. And that's where it is with Mikey. The reason why I say he used to be the Mayweather, because, you know, he was, what, on his way to become the 5 division world champion, undefeated. He was fighting the fighters that he wanted to fight. He wanted none but his big names. I'm doing this because this is what he said, you know, just going off what he said. Mikey seemed like he was in his brother. His brother's really smart. He's a really good, great trainer. He's a top trainer of today's boxing. So I had a feeling he was like, you know, he's gonna have the potential of becoming the next like Mexican Mayweather. You know what I mean? He had the following, everything, like, and he still has the following because he's good to his fans. It's just I need him to just crack back down, get in the gym, and just focus, dude. Focus and tell us what you actually want to happen. You're not even sure when the next time you're getting in the ring, and you can't blame the pandemic. You can't blame the pandemic. Like, get your shit together, Mikey. That's just how I feel about the situation. Mikey need to get his shit together. I had to spin it out of the bag. But Mikey need to get his shit together and just show us that you're still the same fighter that you was before Spence. Because a lot of people come at Spence for not stopping Mikey, but real boxing like fans and people who really analyze boxing knows that that Spence put on a boxing clinic that night. He massacred Mikey that night. It's to the point where it was Crawford-esque, where he like Mikey hasn't recovered. We know that Crawford's opponents never recover. Hence why I'm trying to see this Kavaliauskas fight. But Mikey seemed like he still hasn't recovered from that. I don't know if it was the ass beat. I don't know if it was being under those lights. I don't know what it is. But just show us that you're not all just fight hype talk now. Like, you're not just gonna keep on making these interviews and just acting nonchalant. Acting like you don't know what's going on or care about what's going on. Or I'm gonna start looking at you like Keith Thurman. Fuck AB. I'm gonna start looking at you like Keith Thurman. Like, it's not even about you being injured, but it's just like you don't want the smoke. Because everybody know Keith Thurman don't want the smoke. But I'm gonna start looking at you like that on the low, dude. So, again, you was one of my favorite fighters of this generation. After that showing with Vargas, and then just the way you've been recently. You're starting to go down. You're starting to go down in my book, and I know you probably don't care. I'm not Mexican, but it don't matter. I was a fan of you, and I'm still a fan of you. But you was literally up there, like next to Crawford up there, and then you just start. It's not even about losing to Spence, like, cause you was still up there. You know what I mean? Cause I kind of figured you were gonna lose to Spence, but it's just like, just show me your hunger, show me your fire again. No disrespect, just show me your hunger, show me your fire, show me your drive. And show me that you're still that Mexican Mayweather, even if you got a loss. Cause shit, Canelo got a loss, and he's looking like, you know, we already know what's going on with him. I already know what's going on with me. That's probably gonna be another video later today. I know I'm doing my Haney, not Haney, but Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko video today. But that's probably gonna be later. So y'all stay on the tune. Y'all stay on the lookout for that. Other than that, Mikey, go put some work in the gym. Have Elisec back reporting, and upload that shit. I'm trying to see rip the bag up a little bit, man. Get my spirits back out, even if yours ain't. Get my spirits high for you. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just wanted to give a little update on where I feel Mikey's at. You know what I mean? If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's have a whole discussion in the comments section. You know, let me know your opinion. Till then, live with peace, live without hate, love yours. And I'll be seeing you guys later.